discussing about the electrical activity of the whole myocardium. In previous lecture, we discussed about the electrical activity of single cell. I mean action potential. That means when we record the electrical activity of the single cell from inside the chest through microelectrode is called action potential. While we record the electrical activity of whole myocardium from outer surface of the body, this is called ECG. What is the difference between action potential and electrical activity of the whole myocardium? In action potential, we study the electrical activity of single cells, but in ECG we will discussing or we will study about the electrical activity of the whole myocardium. So the action potential, the model of the action potential that we have discussed, this type. This is represent a model of the action potential. For example, phase 4, phase 0, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. While recording of the electrical activity of the heart from outer surface of the body. Through those electrodes which are attached to the surface of the body, these electrical force is picked up by those electrodes and then they send to the stylus of the ECG machine and produces different wave segment interval which is called the ECG. So recording of the electrical activity of the heart from single cell, from inside the chest, it is called action potential. This is the diagram of the action potential. And this is a typical diagram of or pattern of the ECG pattern. This is the differences between the action potential and electrical activity of the whole myocardium. Since we know heart is made from different parts, I mean SNO, they we know his bundle, left bundle branch, right bundle branch, anterior vesicle, posterior vesicle, and especially right atrium, right ventricle, and left ventricle. So these different parts of the heart produces different electrical activity. And when these different electrical activities produce, this electrical activity is presented by different vectors. So and therefore, when these vectors are picked up from those electrodes which are attached to the body and send the electrical impulse into the needle of the ECG machine and produces different wave segment and interval which are called the ECG. So the heart is made from different parts. These different parts produce different electrical activity. These different electrical activity are presented by different vector. When we are talking about the vector, we are talking about the electrical force, and we present the electrical force by vector. So when these vector or these electrical force are picked up by those electrodes which are attached to the body surface, and then these electrodes transmit this electrical impulse to the stylus of the ECG machine, produces different wave segment interval which is called the ECG. This was the differences between the action potential and ECG. So to get better idea about the concept of the whole myocardium, I draw a simple picture of the healthy person. It means this gentleman is a healthy person and it also has got a normal heart. And then we apply standard limb electrode to the upper and lower extremities of this person. And with especially our focus about the one electrode here which is a negative electrode and another electrode is here which is positive electrode. Then we see how these different parts of the heart produces different electrical voltage and how these different electrical voltage transmit to the needle of the ECG machine. Again they produce PQ or STU which represent a normal ECG pattern. Remember this PQ or ST do not stand for anything. They represent English arbitrary alphabet. So right now we will start our lecture from the SA node. Why from the SA node? SA node is a node which is located in the upper portion of the right atrium, posterior in the right atrium, posterior part of the right atrium. And this SA node is a small node, small tissue made from less cell, but depolarization of the SA node depends to the calcium channel. Calcium channel is a slow channel So and therefore S anode does not produce enough electrical voltage, which detected by the electrodes which are attached to the surface body. And from the S anode, nothing can be transmitted to the needle of the ECG machine. So and therefore S anode does not produce any waves or deflection over the ECG paper. But remember, S anode is one of the very important electrical event because S anode produces electrical impulse, and this electrical impulse due to depolarization of the right atrium, finally this impulse which is produced by the S anode reach through the ventricle. But unfortunately we don't have from S anode any waves or deflection directly.
Yes.
But indirectly we have indirectly this S anode lead to depolarization of the atrium. When the atrium produces a well-defined P wave, it represents this atrium is stimulated by the S anode. After the S anode, you are coming to the right atrium and left atrium. We have understood the reason why the S anode does not produce any wave or deflection because of two reasons. One is the small tissue, tiny tissue. The second, depolarization of the S anode depends on the calcium channel, a slow channel. Because of these reasons, the electrical impulse which is generated by the S anode does not reach to the skin, and the electrode does not pick up from the S anode. So S anode does not produce any waves or deflection over the ECG paper. Right now, after the S anode, we are facing to the atrium. Especially this is the right atrium and this is the left atrium. Right atrium and left atrium. When this electrical activity or electrical impulse by S anode is produced, this S anode first depolarizes the first group of the cell. The first group of cell leads to depolarization of the second group of the cell. The second group of cell leads to depolarization of third group of the cell. Finally, right atrium is depolarized. Depolarization of the right atrium is shown by vector. Why? Because all forces are presented by vector. The right atrial vector produces here a small vector. After the right atrium, left atrium. From the right atrium, we will move to the left atrium. The left atrium also depolarized from here. The first cells are depolarized, then the second, then the third. Finally, left atrium is also depolarized. Again, after the S anode, we will come to the right atrium. Right atrium is depolarized for the S anode. S anode is depolarized first. Those group of cells which are located very near to the S anode, of the first group of the cell, the second and second lead to third and third lead to fifth. By this way, the right atrium is depolarized. After the right atrium, left atrium is depolarized. Left atrium is depolarized by Bachmann pathways from the posterior area of the atrium. This left atrium is also depolarized, right atrium. First group of the cell depolarized, second, third, fourth, and finally right atrium is completely depolarized. So, since we know right atrium and left atrium are electrically connected to each other through the gate junction. So right atrium and left atrium electrically activated together. Right atrium and left ventricle activated at the same times. So this is one vector and this is another vector, and these two vectors by this mechanism produce a single vector which moves downward and leftward. Downward and leftward. Downward and leftward. Did you catch this one? Again. After the S anode depolarization, right atrium is depolarized. Right atrium depolarization is present by a small vector. After the right atrium, we go to left atrium. Left atrium is also depolarized. The electrical activity of the right atrium and left atrium produce a single vector, and this vector moves downward and leftward to depolarize the ventricle. But this vector, when reached to the AV node, this vector or this electrical impulse stop for a few seconds. For example, 0.04 seconds. This delay is a nice delay or physiological delay because during this period the atrium contract and empty the blood to the ventricle. After that, the electrical impulse reaches to the AV node. AV node, like SA node, does not produce any wave or deflection, but AV node produces an isoelectric line. The main function of the AV node is conduction of the electrical impulse from atrial tissue into the ventricular tissue. So, and therefore we don't have any waves or deflection from the SA node and AV node. After the AV node, the electrical impulse comes to the Hayes bundle. Hayes bundle is divided into left bundle branch and right bundle branch. Left bundle branch further divided into anterior fascicle and posterior fascicle, and finally they are further divided into Purkinje fibers. This was about the depolarization, atrial depolarization wave. So, now atrial depolarization produces a vector which is moved downward and leftward toward the positive electrode. So, the wave which is produced over the ECG paper from the atrium, this is a positive wave. And this is a small wave. Or this is a wave which is gradually produced over the ECG paper compared to QRST. So again we have atrial depolarization vector moves toward the positive charge. When the positive charge moves toward the positive electrode, the deflection in the needle would be positive. Why positive? Positive charge moves toward the positive electrode, the deflection is positive. Why small wave? Because the atrial tissue is smaller. That is why this is small wave. Why it is gradually produced? Because the atrial tissue is supplied by slow conduction system. So the needle goes slightly up and then come back. So atrial depolarization vector, what is representing P wave? What is representing the atrial depolarization? The first atrial P wave. What type of wave it is? This is a positive wave, small wave, and another and slow wave. This was about the atrial depolarization. After the atrial depolarization, we should come to the atrial repolarization. But unfortunately, we don't see atrial depolarization vector because of two reasons. One, repolarization is a slow movement because the repolarization of the atrial tissue depends on the potassium channel. Potassium channel is a slow channel. This potassium channel is a slow channel. This is why it is gradual. This is why we don't have repolarization wave after the T wave. What is the reason that we don't have repolarization wave after the depolarization of the atrium? One is this node. One is that it is depend to the potassium. Another it is
at the same time.
Yes. Repolarization wave you don't see after the T wave you will become to the QRS complex. Since the repolarization wave is a slow wave and atrial tissue is a small wave, due to this reason this atrial repolarization vector is buried in the QRS complex or is hidden in the QRS complex, or QRS complex capture the repolarization vector. That is why we don't have any waves or deflection from the atrial repolarization vector. After that, remember, after the atrial repolarization, we see here a straight line. A straight line which is called PR segment. This PR segment represents a V-nodal conduction. A V-nodal conduction. A V-nodal conduction, PR segment. PR segment is represented by the AV nodal conduction. And the P wave represents atrial depolarization. But we don't see P wave atrial depolarization vector because it is slow. Depolarization depends to the potassium. Potassium channel is a slow channel. So the QRS complex is a fast channel. This QRS complex captures this atrial depolarization vector. After the AV node, we are coming to the ventricles or Hayes bundles. Hayes bundle does not produce any waves or deflection. The Hayes bundle is divided into two parts. One is right bundle branch, another is left anterior fascicle, posterior fascicle, furtherly divided into Purkinje fiber. Right now we discussed about the ventricle. by which mechanism ventricle produces this QRST. When the electrical impulse reaches to the left bundle branch, and remember, heart is made from three parts. One is septum, and the second free ventricular wall, and the third one is basal part. So ventricular depolarization also occurs into three stages. Stage number one, when the electrical impulse reaches to the left bundle branch, this left bundle branch leads to depolarization of the septum. And this depolarization wave moves left hand right. So the positive charge moves away from the electrode. So this deflection would be negative. So the septum is depolarized by left bundle branch from left to the right. When we're talking about the left to the right, the vector moves away from the electrode. So it produces a negative deflection. But small deflection, but rapid deflection. Why it is small? Because septum is small. Septum is small. They need this ion for depolarization, and that is why they produce a small wave. And why it is negative? Because the positive charge moves away. This is a negative charge. Remember, this Q wave, we are talking about the limit. In the limit, they produce Q wave. But in the precordial lead, they produce R wave, which is called septal R. Here we call this as a Q wave. This Q wave represents septal ventricular depolarization, which is seen in the standard lead. So Q wave is a small wave, and negative wave, and small wave, negative but fast wave. Why the Q wave is fastly produced over the ECG paper? Because the needle come down and immediately go up. Because the septum is also supplied by Purkinje fibers. Purkinje fibers are fast fibers. That is why the Q wave over the ECG produce a small wave due to small tissue. Septum is a small, fast wave because conduction related to the Purkinje fibers. Why negative? Because this positive charge moves away from this electrode. So this is produced a Q wave. This Q wave is represent septal ventricular depolarization. After the Q wave, we will come to the major part of the ventricles. This major part of the ventricle, free ventricular wall. And this, right now we see how these two ventricles are electrically activated. So the left bundle branch sends the electrical impulse to the right ventricle. And the right ventricle, first this group of the cell is depolarized, then the second, then the third, then the fourth, and then the fifth. Finally, right ventricle is depolarized. This right ventricle depolarized we show by small vector, because right ventricle a little bit smaller than the left ventricle. Left ventricle is thicker than the right ventricle. This is why the left ventricle is thicker and the mass of the muscle of the left ventricle is greater. So, and therefore the left ventricle exert more influence in the ECG. More influence in the ECG, even the ventricle is bigger than the rest of the heart. Right now we will come again. After the right ventricle depolarization, a small wave present, which is represent ventricle depolarization vector. After the right ventricular depolarization, left ventricle is depolarized. Left ventricle depolarization is started from here, first group, second group, third, finally left ventricle is depolarized. And left ventricle depolarization vector is also produced a large vector. Why large vector? Left ventricle is larger. Since we know left ventricle and right ventricle electrically connected to each other through the gap junction, and these two ventricles are activated together, or these two ventricles are activated at the same time. So right vector with this vector is mixed and they produce a single wave which is called R wave. Ventricular depolarization is produced by R wave. What is representing the R wave? R wave represents ventricular depolarization. This R wave is large wave. Why large wave? Because the ventricle is larger. Particularly left ventricle get more influence on the ECG rather than the other part of the heart. So why it is fastly produced? Because ventricle is supplied by Purkinje fibers. and Purkinje fibers firstly conduct the electrical impulse to the myocyte. That is why the R wave is larger. The R wave is larger, stronger, fast wave, and finally produce a large wave. After the, during this period, when the QRS complex is produced, whole and the spread of the wave of depolarization through the ventricle occur in this condition. The ventricle is completely depolarized. When the left ventricle is completely depolarized, or any part of the ventricle which is completely depolarized, they don't accept the second stimulation. So there is no any stimulation, and ventricle during this period complete their depolarization, and the needle does not move, and by this mechanism the ST segment is produced. What is representing ST segment? ST segment represents the two phases of the action potential. This is number one. And the second, during ST segment formation, the QRS complex, they want to complete their depolarization. So QRS complex, when is completed their depolarization, no further stimulation is accepted. Needle does not move to other places, just the paper moves under the needle of the ECG machine and produce ST segment. This was the mechanism by which the ST segment is produced. Right now we are coming to the another wave. This wave is called S wave. What is representing S wave? S wave is representing the basal part. The basal part. Why this is negative wave? Because this vector to produce by this Q wave, it moves like septum leftward and rightward, and both basal part are electrically connected to each other. They produce a single vector which is called S wave. S wave is a small vector. Why small vector? Basal part is small. S wave rapidly produced over the ECG paper because basal part is supplied by Purkinje cells. And this needle, why it is negative wave? Because here is the positive charge, moves away from this electrode. So and therefore, basal part produces a negative deflection which is called S wave. So after the S wave, this is the S. This is the S, and this is the T wave. Again, we'll talk about the P wave representing atrial depolarization. This is a positive wave. Why positive? Positive charge moves toward the positive deflection. Why rapid? Why it is gradually produced? Because the atrium is supplied by a small conduction system. And after the T wave, P wave, we should see atrial depolarization. Because of tourism, we don't see atrial depolarization. And the atrial depolarization because of the large QRS complex, which is captured by this QRS complex, we then see atrial depolarization. After the atrial depolarization, the electrical impulse should go to the AV node, and AV node produces a straight line which is called PR segment. PR segment represents conduction system of the conduction of the electrical impulse from the atrial tissue into the ventricular tissue. Ventricular tissue, both ventricles produce a large wave. Why large wave? Because both ventricles are larger. Why firstly produced? Because it is supplied by Purkinje fibers. And the second, why it is larger wave? Because left ventricle is large. This is the mechanism by which the R wave present. During this period, ventricle is completed their depolarization, so ventricle does not accept much second stimulation, so the needle does not move to any side and produce another straight line which is called ST segment. After the ST segment, we are coming to the repolarization. As I mentioned before, repolarization is a negative movement. Why a negative movement? Repolarization is a negative movement. This is a positive. Depolarization is a positive vector, but repolarization is a negative vector. And repolarization depends to the potassium. So this is a slow wave. And why this is a small? Because there we have got three parts, but here we have got one part which is called the T wave. T wave is small wave. This is gradually produced, and the vector which is produced by the T wave, this is a negative vector. This negative vector moves from down to up. yes, down. And there is you have got a negative electrode. This negative electrode moves toward the negative electrode. The deflection in the needle would be positive. Because when positive charge moves toward the positive electrode, the deflection is positive. Right now, this negative vector moves toward the negative electrode, the deflection in the needle is positive. By this mechanism, the U wave is produced. After the T wave, you are coming to the small wave, which is called U wave. The source of U wave is uncertain. Some is believe that the U waves represent Purkinje fiber depolarization. Some others believe that this U wave represent phase 2 of phase 1 of the action potential. Or the third one, this is also represent depolarization of the Purkinje fiber. Anyway, the source of the U wave is not known or unknown. This was about the mechanism by which this T wave is produced. Again, I recap electrical activity of the whole myocardium. In previous lecture, we discussed about the electrical activity of single cell imine action potential. But when we record the electrical activity of single cell from inside the chest, through small or micro electrode is called the action potential. This is the model of the action potential. Although we have got different model for the action potential. For example, SN have got their own action potential, Purkinje fiber have got their own, right atrium and right ventricle have got their own diagram of the action potential. When we are talking generally about the action potential, this diagram is a model diagram of the action potential. Action potential represents recording of the electrical activity from the inside the chest through small micro electrode. And finally, we produce this diagram. This diagram represents diagram of the action potential. While recording of the electrical activity of whole myocardium from outer surface of the body, this is called ECG. The difference between the action potential and ECG. When we are talking about the electrical activity of the whole myocardium, it is called ECG. So to get, since we know different parts of the heart produced from heart is made from different parts. For example, let's say there we know right atrium, right ventricle, and left ventricle. These different parts of the myocardial tissues produces different waves, segment, and interval. Right now we'll be discussing about the electrical activity. We started from the SN node because SN node is an initiator. We also initiate our lecture from the SN node. SN node is a small node or tiny node or made from less cells. And their depolarization depends on the calcium. Due to these reasons, SN node does not produce any waves or deflection over the ECG paper directly, but indirectly this, if we find over the ECG paper a well-defined P wave, we know that atrium is stimulated by the SN node. After the SN node, we come to the atrium. The first part of the atrium, which is depolarized right atrium. Right atrium is depolarized by the SN node. First group of the cell is depolarized by the SN node, then this first will lead to depolarization of the second, third, final. The right atrium is depolarized. This right atrium depolarization is produced by a single small vector which is moving downward and rightward. After the right ventricular depolarization, we will go to the left ventricular depolarization. This is also like atrial depolarization, produce first group of the cell, second group of the cell, and third group of the cell. Finally, atrium is depolarized. This is also shown by vector. Since we know both atria are electrically activated together, or both atria are activated at the same time, so they produce a single wave. That is why that this right vector with left vector should be mixed and produces one single vector which is moved downward and leftward to the positive electrode, and we produce a positive deflection. This P wave is a positive deflection, gradually produced, and a small deflection. Why gradually? Because atrial tissue is supplied by small conduction system or moderate conduction system. So the needle goes gradually and then come back. After the atrial depolarization, we should see atrial repolarization. But we don't see atrial depolarization vector because the same time QRS complex is activated and the P wave and atrial depolarization vector is mixed to the QRS complex. After the AV nodal conduction, AV node like SN node is a small node and depolarization depends to the calcium, just they produce a straight line. We don't have any wave or deflection from the AV node. After the AV node just conduct the electrical impulse from the atrium into the ventricle. From the ventricle. When the ventricle is depolarized, right part is depolarized, this right part depolarization of the atrium single vector, the left of single vector, both of them produce one vector which moves downward and leftward. Then this atrium depolarization vector should go down and it stops for 0.04 second in the AV node. And the AV node does not produce any wave or deflection, they produce a straight line. After the AV node, we are coming to the ventricle is made from three parts, septum, another three ventricular wall and basal part. The first right ventricle is depolarized, which is represented by small vector. Left ventricle is depolarized by large vector. Both the ventricles are electrically connected to each other and they have produced a single vector, and this single vector moves downward and leftward and produce large R wave or large or strong wave. So P for large wave. So when ventricular depolarization should be started from the septum. I forgot to tell you about the septum. Right now we have understood about the mechanism by which the Q is present. Q represent septal ventricular depolarization. Q wave is represent fast conduction system, and Q wave represent negative wave. Why negative wave? Because here the positive charge moves away from the electrode and produce Q wave. This is a negative wave. After the Q wave, ventricle depolarization produce a large vector, strong vector, and positive vector. Why large vector? Left ventricular muscle is more. Why positive vector? Positive charge. Why fast vector? It is the conduction system of the ventricle depends upon the Purkinje fiber. Purkinje fiber fastly conduct the electrical impulse. When the ventricle is complete their depolarization, another segment is produced which is called ST segment. ST segment represents flat phase of the action potential or another or time which is taken by the R wave to complete their depolarization. The second is T wave. T wave represents until depolarization. The vector which is produced by the T is a negative vector. Why negative vector? Because depolarization is a negative movement. Negative movement, this negative vector moves toward the negative electrode. The deflection in the needle would be positive. But this T wave is a small wave, slow wave, which is come after the ST segment. And after that we see U wave. The source of U wave is uncertain. Some is believe it represents depolarization of the Purkinje cell or depolarization of the septum. Right now, why some part of the heart produce positive charge and some other are produce negative charge, negative deflection?
So, how do I think about that?